Hey guys, this is Tara Devlin, and this is Devlin versus the news. Let's get into it. I've said it for years, Republicans don't get into government service for altruism. They get into government service to steal, to get the power and money for themselves. J.D. Vance is the latest and clearest example of this. His trip to Disneyland in particular, and well, I guess we have a lot of trips to choose from because he's been on vacation once a month since the baboon was sworn in. You tell me how much we had to endure listening to them whine and bitch and moan whenever Joe Biden went on vacation. The hypocrisy, the faux rage would be tolerable if it weren't so hypocritical, if it weren't only activated with someone who happens to have a D after their name. So Vance's idea, just like the rest of the Republican Party, his idea of public service is using the power of his office to serve himself. For his birthday, his team had the Army Corps of Engineers raise the water level in Little Miami River so his family can have a nice kayaking trip. Could you imagine if Kamala Harris did that? Federal resources were spent to create the ideal conditions for little J.D. Vance's boat party. Just another day when the country's institutions are captured for the exclusive benefit of Republican office holders. You see, this is the spirit of the Republican Party, the zeitgeist. It speaks volumes about who they are. They don't believe that they're in government to serve us. We're there to serve them. Their behavior speaks volumes about that. J.D. Vance took his family to Disneyland, and wherever he went, the rides were closed, making the lines longer all around the park and more uncomfortable for the other people that were there. He doesn't give a shit about the American people. You have tourists coming from all over the world that want to enjoy the park. Unfortunately, they had the bad luck of going there on the same day that J.D. Vance and his family were there. These are people that maybe had to scrimp and save, and especially Americans who have no guaranteed vacation time. We live in the least upwardly mobile nation with the widest income gap between rich and poor. We're the only Western democracy that doesn't have guaranteed vacation time all over the globe. Another right of citizenship is vacation, sick leave. You get to take a day off now and then. Not here in the United States of serfs and lords, especially with Republicans in control. And J.D. Vance has no respect for the American people. He has no respect that people have to scrimp and save and work paycheck to paycheck and try to sock a little money away to enjoy a vacation at Disneyland. He's just made their time, their vacation, sucky. He thought it was very cool that they could shut down the park for him and then he can enjoy the rides without the unwashed masses getting in his way.
So we had the island to ourselves, which was very cool. I'd never been to Disneyland.
They were shutting down the Disney World one.
Yeah, that's sorry to all the people who were Disneyland for the longer lines, but we had a very good time.
The rest of us, I guess, the American people, had to just go suck it up, booby. Little Lord Fauntleroy is here. So let's play the game. Imagine if Harris had ordered Disneyland cleared so her and her friends and her family could enjoy, I don't know, the Pirate's Lair or Tom Sawyer's Island without the pesky prying eyes of the public. Could you imagine the right-wing faux rage? It would still be deafening in the halls of fake Fox News. And yet, with Vance and other Republicans, there's not even a peep. You remember how we had to be dragged through their manias whenever Obama took a day off and played golf at a public golf course? Meanwhile, we've only been into this maladministration 6 months, and the baboon has spent more money on his golf courses and taxpayer money protecting his useless, worthless carcass than Obama did in his entire presidency. Not a peep on Fox News about J.D. Vance's trip and trips all over the globe. Meanwhile, we had to endure them flipping out about Obama. Every time he went on vacation, it was the goddamn Teapot Dome scandal. We're not much more than half a year into this maladministration, and Vance has been on vacation every single month. That's 7 trips in 7 months. Vermont, Italy, Nantucket, UK. And everywhere he goes, he's engendering irritation. I think that is a standard reaction to Bonnie Prince James David. We're talking extra security and road closures and disruptions for everyone he encounters. You know, it's his world. We all live in it. And the message is clear that public resources belong to Republicans, and the rest of us can fight for the scraps. He's enjoying the life of Riley while cutting our lifelines, kicking people off of their health care. But there is no outrage on Fox News or in the party. Outrage is partisan and performative. When Joe Biden went to the beach, we still haven't heard the end of it. If Harris had done any of this, there would be congressional hearings before the Mad Tea Party made a second loop. But keep in mind, Vance is the most disliked VP in American history. His actions send a clear message. He has no respect for the people he pretends to serve. I'm not saying he shouldn't take a vacation now and then. We all should. The United States is the only country that doesn't guarantee vacation leave, and that's a goddamn disgrace. While Vance is on one vacation a month, shouldn't he at least have the decency to point that out? But of course not. He's there to make sure that we serve him. Our rewards will come in heaven, I'm sure. We're the only country that doesn't guarantee vacation. I have to ask, how much longer are we going to take it? Because Vance and his party, they employ all their dirty tricks to ensure that the American worker will never enjoy the freedom to rest, while Republicans lap up all the luxuries for themselves. Isn't that funny how they do that? This isn't government service. This is modern aristocracy, the likes of which our founders fought a revolution to overthrow. The way Vance uses government is like a 15th century prince. That says everything about their agenda. They really do hate the grand experiment in liberal democracy. I hate to say it. They don't have any respect for the system that they supposedly serve, that the founders fought a revolution to create, that actual patriots fought, bled, and died to entrust to us. We, the people, exist to serve them, to praise them, to pay them, to pamper them, to fund their whims, and when that's done, to get the F out of the way, to remove ourselves from their presence. Make no mistake, Republicans are dragging us back to the system the founders fought a revolution to overthrow. In my opinion, it's time to knock these privileged princes off their pedestals. Legally and peacefully, of course. Alright guys, my name is Tara Devlin. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and become a member of the Substack. Follow the Political Voices Network. Check out the Tara Show every Tuesday and Thursday on the Political Voices Network, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Tara Buster Show on Friday nights here on the Political Voices Substack and my YouTube channel, youtube.com/c4channel/Tara Buster. We will win. We're on the right side of history. We're on the right side of decency, dignity, democracy, humanity. My name is Tara Devlin. I'll see you soon.